Go.
How's it going? My name's Dylan Pressler, and today I'm going to teach you how to swing a golf club. The first step in swinging a golf club is making sure you got a good stance. So you want to get up, you want your knees bent a little bit, you want your chest up, and you want your head down. Second thing we're going to talk about today is where you need to set up over the ball. Setting up over the ball is going to improve your accuracy and distance. Today I'm using my 5-iron from about 400 yards out. So I'm going to set up on the ball and I'm going to get it right in between my shoulders. But the thing is when you're using a higher number iron, you want to scoot back on the ball a little bit because of the way the club bends. You're not going to get as much distance as you would. You're not going to get as much distance here as you would here with this club. So once you get in your stance, one thing you're going to want to look at is what kind of grip you're using. There's a lot of different grips people use. Some use the baseball one. Some interlock their pinkies and put their thumbs forward. Some keep their thumbs forward and don't lock their pinkies, or the other way around. You could also use a stronger grip where you lay your thumb over here, but no matter what you do, you always need to remember to keep the clubs loose in your hand, only enough to where you can control it. My personal favorite is to interlock the pinkies and put the thumbs forward. Step 3 is going to be talking about your backswing and what you should do to be able to put yourself in a good situation to make great contact with the ball. So after you come up to the ball and you get set and everything, the first thing you want to do to start your swing is bring your hands back before anything else. While you're bringing your hands back, you want to try to keep your elbows as tucked to your body as possible and your left arm as straight as possible. So you just want to back here, and then once you feel tension to the point where your body naturally wants to release the tension is when you would start your swing. So you're up here, you need to make sure your head's down looking at the ball, and then as soon as your body starts to release forward, let your hips go and your hands follow right behind it. So after you start your backswing, after you're here, you're going to begin to naturally feel tension that's going to pull you forward like a string. So your hips are going to come and then your hands are going to come. It's almost like a baseball swing if you've ever done that. So what you're going to do, you're here, you're going to come and you're going to start to drop the head of your club. One thing that's really important when doing this is to make sure that the face of your club keeps a line to where it's going to strike the ball thoroughly. So you're here and you're coming down. Make sure that you're not going to drop your hands or keep your hands up too high, because all that's going to do is cause you to miss hit the ball. Next thing we're going to talk about, step 5, is coming through the ball and making clean contact. So after you start your backswing, initiate your swing and release, you're going to want to make sure that when you're swinging, the ball is just in the way of your swing and you're not changing your swing to hit the ball. So it's going to look something like this.
Go.
So after you finish making contact with the ball, you get to a very important spot in your swing, and that's your follow through. Follow through can improve your distance and accuracy, or it can take it the complete other way and make it worse. So what you want to do is you're going to be here and you don't want to stop your momentum from coming through the ball. If you're here, you come down and you hit it and you stop, all you're going to do is end up lining the ball and it's going to lose about 75% of your distance. So what you need to do is make sure after your swing, you come through and you finish. A good finish will take the club from the ground all the way to your shoulder, where you end up wrapping because of the force it creates. Stop. Now that I've showed you the steps on my swing, I'm going to show you what it looks like on somebody else's swing, and also give you some tips and tricks on what makes a good swing. So what we're seeing over here is somebody who grips the ball, who grips the club. Show them how you grip it. They're going to interlock their pinkies And instead of having their thumb forward, they're gonna have more of a tighter, stronger grip and set it off to the side. You can see here that his thumb is applying a lot of pressure. I know I said to keep your grip loose, but if you apply your thumb, that's strictly for accuracy. Now on his backswing, you notice when he comes back, he's creating tension within his body right there. That tension is gonna allow him to move through the ball quicker and get his hips opened up, which is gonna generate more power. So when he starts to bring his club down and initiate a swing, notice how when he brings his club all the way through the ball, it's gonna eventually square it up, and it's gonna square it up clean. Now take a swing for me if you would. All right, stay right there. So notice at the end of his swing, how his form and his posture is. This foot in front is locked in flat in order to keep the twist strong and to stop him here instead of way over here, which would end up him pulling the ball. When you have a good golf swing, you're gonna square it up and you're gonna come through and allow your momentum to go through the ball enough to where it's gonna shoot the ball straight. If you're too wild and not secure enough inside of your swing, you're gonna end up tailing it or you're gonna end up pulling.